You made it through the night. You can let that be true for a moment before anything else. The shift is behind you now. Whatever it asked of you, the hours, the lights, the people, the weight of staying sharp when your body wanted to fold, it is done, and you are home and you are lying down. That much is finished. Nothing more is being asked of you here. There is light at the edges of the room. Maybe it finds a seam in the blackout, a thin bright line along the curtain, a paleness under the door. Outside, the world is starting up. Somewhere an alarm is going off for someone who slept through the dark you worked in. Cars are warming, kettles. The day is clearing its throat and beginning, the way it always does, without asking whether you are ready for it. And you are not going to join it. You are going the other way. While they go up, you go down. This is your midnight, arriving at the wrong end of the clock, and it is yours all the same. Maybe you searched for something before you lay down. Maybe you typed how to sleep during the day, or how to sleep after a night shift. Maybe it was why can't I sleep after nights, or day sleep for shift workers, or you just wanted a voice for falling asleep in the morning when the whole world is awake. If any of that is why you are here, then you are in the right place. This was made for you, not adjusted for you, not borrowed from something meant for people who sleep when the sun goes down. For you, the one trying to sleep against the daylight, because the work required it. And before we go any further, one plain thing, said once and then set aside. This is a calming rest session, not medical advice. It cannot diagnose anything and it is not trying to. If day sleep stays impossible for you night after night, or if you feel genuinely unwell, a doctor is the right person to see, a real one, who can look at your particular life. That is not me. I am just a voice to help you down this one time, this one morning. So let that worry go too. You do not have to solve anything tonight, or today, whatever we are calling it. Let your weight arrive. You have been holding yourself upright for a long time, through the shift, through the drive or the walk home, through the small tasks that stand between the door and the bed. You can stop holding now. Let the mattress take you. Let your head be heavy on the pillow, actually heavy, the full weight of it handed over. Your shoulders can come down from wherever they have been living. Let the bed do the work of keeping you. That is what it is for. Here is the thing I want you to hear, and I want you to hear it slowly, because a lot of tired people carry the opposite of it around like a stone. Your body clock is not broken. It is not damaged. It is not failing you. It is doing precisely what a circadian system is built to do, keeping time, keeping rhythm. It is just running out of phase with the sun. That is all. You have taken an instrument that evolved over a very long time to make you alert in daylight and sleepy in darkness, and you have asked it to do the reverse. It has not refused you. It has simply lagged, the way anything would, dragged half a world around from where the light says it should be. That is not a fault in you. That is physics meeting biology, and biology doing its honest best. So when day sleep feels harder than night sleep, it is not in your head. It is real, and there are real reasons for it. Your body is wired to wake and rise as the light grows, and here you are trying to sink as it grows. The daylight leaking into the room is not just annoying. Light is the single strongest signal your clock listens to, and it is telling your brain, gently and constantly, that it is time to be up. That is why a dark room matters so much for someone like you, not as a rule to obey. As a kindness, you are turning down the one signal that argues hardest against your sleep. And there is the other thing you came home with. The shift does not end in your body just because it ended on the clock. You may have walked in the door still lit up, still a little wired, a little fast, some leftover charge from the hours of being needed and alert. That is the adrenaline of the work, and it does not switch off the moment you sit down. It ebbs. It drains slowly, like a tide going out, and it takes its own time, and there is nothing wrong with you for still feeling it. Part of what this next while is simply giving that charge room to fall. You do not have to force it down. You only have to stop feeding it and let it settle on its own. There is a phrase I want to hand you, because it might be more useful to you than the old one you have heard 1,000 times. For years, people talked about sleep hygiene, a tidy little list of rules. Cool room, no screens, no coffee late, dark and quiet, same bedtime every night. Good advice mostly, and completely built for a person who sleeps when it is dark out. For you it half applies and half insults, because it never once accounts for the fact that your night happens in the daytime. So a better idea has been quietly taking its place, and it fits your life far better. Some people are calling it circadian hygiene. The difference is simple, and it is worth understanding while you lie here, because understanding it can loosen a lot of the guilt. Sleep hygiene is about the habits around sleep. Circadian hygiene is about the timing of light and dark and rest, about working with the clock inside you instead of scolding it for being where it is. It does not start from a fixed hour on a wall. It starts from your body and asks a gentler question. Not why won't you sleep at the normal time, but when is your night and how do we help you find it? For you, your night is now, in the morning, in the early afternoon, whenever the shift lets you lie down. Circadian hygiene simply takes that seriously instead of pretending you are someone you are not. And most of it, honestly, is things you can feel in this room right now. The dark you have drawn around yourself, that is circadian hygiene. You are lowering the light signal so your clock can believe you. The cool of the room, if it is cool, that is part of it too, because the body likes to shed a little heat as it goes down, and a cool, dark space makes that easy. The quiet, the steadiness. The fact that you are trying to find roughly the same window day after day, so your body can begin to expect it, to lean into it, to stop being surprised every time you ask it to sleep in the light. None of that is a rule I am giving you. It is just a way of naming what already helps, so you can stop fighting yourself and start cooperating with the system you already have. I'm not going to tell you when to see the sun or when to avoid it, or hand you numbers, or turn this into a protocol you have to get right. That is not what this is, and frankly your life is too specific for a stranger's numbers. Here is all I will leave you with, and it is soft, and you can take it or leave it. 1. Darkness is your ally, not your enemy. The more completely you can wrap yourself in it when you sleep, the less your clock has to argue with. And 2, your body settles better into a rhythm it can predict, so the more your day sleep window can stay roughly the same, the kinder you are being to the instrument inside you. That is it. 2 quiet ideas, not orders, not homework, just the shape of working with yourself instead of against. And you are doing it right now, without effort, simply by being here in the dark with your eyes closed. So you can let the thinking part go. You do not need to hold any of that. It will still be true when you wake. Let it drift off to the side of the room and dim. Now let us come to the breath, because your breath is the one part of all this you can reach directly, and it speaks to your body in a language older than any of the words I have been using. Do not change anything yet. Just notice the breath as it already is, wherever it is, high and quick maybe, if the shift is still humming in you or already slowing. There is no correct place for it to be, just find it. Feel the air arrive and feel it leave without touching it. Let yourself watch it the way you would watch water, not steering, just seeing. And now, when you are ready, we will lengthen it gently, no strain, no big dramatic breaths. The only thing that matters is this: let the out-breath run a little longer than the in-breath. That is the whole secret of it. A long, slow exhale is the body's own signal to stand down. It tells the nervous system that the danger, if there ever was one, has passed, that it is safe to slow the heart, safe to loosen, safe to let the charge of the shift finally drain. You do not have to believe it for it to work. Your body already knows this language. We are only going to speak it. So breathe in slowly through the nose if you can, a soft, unhurried in-breath, filling low into the belly, not the chest. And now let it go even slower. Let the exhale be long and quiet and complete, all the way out, feeling everything settle a half-inch lower as the air leaves. And again, in gently, drawing it low and easy, no effort at the top, and out longer, letting the breath pour out slow, letting your shoulders melt as it goes. Good. There is no rush between them. Let there be a little space at the bottom of the exhale, a small stillness where nothing needs to happen before the next breath comes on its own. It will come. You do not have to fetch it. Just wait in the quiet at the bottom and let your body ask for the next one when it is ready. In slow and low, and out, longer, softer, all the way down, and rest at the bottom. In, feeling the cool of the air at the edge of your nose, and out, feeling the warmth of it leave, and something in your chest unclench a little further. Keep going like this, at your own pace, and let me stop counting them for you, because your rhythm is yours and it should not have to match mine. Just remember the one thing, the exhale a little longer than the inhale, and let every out-breath be a small setting down. As if with each one you are placing something heavy on the floor beside the bed and not picking it back up. With this breath, set down the shift, the whole of it, the start of it, the middle, the long grind of the small hours. Let the exhale carry it out and leave it in the room. With this one, set down the drive home, the road, the lights, the small alertness it took to get yourself back safe. You are back. You can put it down. With this one, set down the list, whatever is still waiting for later, whatever you did not finish, whatever you are supposed to remember, it will keep. None of it needs you right now. Breathe it out and let it wait on the far side of your sleep. And notice, as you do this, that you did not have to force anything. The breath slowed because you let it. The body follows a long exhale the way a tired animal follows the warmth. It is already beginning, the heart a fraction slower, the edges of you a little softer, the leftover charge of the night draining down through you and out into the dark. You are not making sleep happen. You are getting out of its way. That is all sleep has ever needed from you. Room and the dark and permission. Let the breath go back to being just breath now. You do not have to manage it anymore. It will find its own slow tide and keep you the way it does every night without your help. Let it fall out of your attention, gentle and automatic, and let your attention come to rest somewhere lower and quieter. Because now we are going to do the real thing, the slow turning of this bright morning into your night. And you do not have to do anything for this either, only listen and let the pictures come as softly as they want, and let your body take whatever is offered to it. Start with the light at the edges of the room, that thin brightness you know is there. In the ordinary way of things, it means morning, means up, means the day pulling at you, but watch what it does when you stop reading it as an alarm. It is only light. It is only sitting at the border of a dark room, and it cannot come in. You have drawn the dark around yourself on purpose, and inside this dark, the rules of the outside do not reach. In here, it is not morning. In here, it is the deep middle of the night, your night, and the light at the edges is just the last of the day happening to someone else, far off, on the other side of the curtain, with nothing to do with you. Let the world outside begin to go quiet, not all at once. Slowly, the way a city actually settles. Imagine the street beyond your walls softening, the early cars thinning out, one and then another, until the road goes still. The voices you might hear or imagine you hear drawing back, moving off, growing faint. The whole bright, busy machine of the morning turning itself down, block by block, as if the day were being dimmed by a hand on a slow dial. Not for everyone, for you. The world going quiet so that you can go down into it. Picture the light itself beginning to fail out there, even though you know it is climbing. This is your night, so let the sky do what your night needs. Let it deepen. Let the blue go gray and the gray go to a soft, deep dark at the edges of everything. Let the windows of the houses you cannot see go dark one by one. Let the street lights, if there are any, be the last things glowing, and then let even those grow distant and small. The city folding itself down into a deep, calm dark, a dark that is yours to sleep inside, while you lie here at the very center of it, held and safe, and finally allowed to stop. And as the world outside goes down, let your body begin to go down with it. Bring your attention, slow and unhurried, to the top of your head. Just rest there a moment. Feel the weight of your skull against the pillow, how much of it there is, how completely the pillow is holding it. Let the scalp loosen. Let the small muscles you never think about, the ones around the crown, the ones behind the ears, simply let go. There is nothing up there that needs holding. Let it be heavy and dark and still. Let that heaviness spill down over your face. Let your forehead smooth, all the thought of the night, all the small frowns of concentration the shift asked of you, let them ease out of the skin until the forehead is wide and blank and calm. Let the space between your eyebrows unknot. Let your eyes rest deep in their sockets, heavy, with no work left to do behind them, no light to track, nothing to watch. Let your jaw come unclenched. So many of us carry the whole night in the jaw without knowing it. Let it hang slightly, teeth apart, the hinge of it soft. Let your tongue rest low in your mouth. Even your face, even the busy, readable front of you, going quiet now, going dark, folding down like the streets outside. And down into the neck, that long-suffering hinge that held your head up through every hour of the shift. Let it release. Let the throat soften. Let the back of the neck lengthen against the pillow and give its weight away completely, so that your head is no longer something you are holding, but something the bed is holding for you. Feel how far down that lets you sink already, how much you are carrying just there, just in the neck, and how much lighter the whole of you becomes the moment you set it down. And let that setting down keep moving. From the neck, let it spill out across your shoulders, those two wide shelves that carried so much of the shift without ever being asked. Think of how long they have been up, drawn toward your ears, braced against the hours, holding a readiness you no longer need. Let them drop. Let them widen. Let them melt down and away from your ears, out toward the edges of the bed, until there is a whole hand's width more room across the top of you than there was a moment ago. Feel the shoulder blades settle back into the mattress, flattening, spreading, giving their weight away completely. There is nothing to shoulder now, nothing to carry, nothing to brace for, no door to watch, no call to answer. Just the slow, simple fact of your shoulders growing heavy and warm and still. And down the arms from there, slow, unhurried, in no rush at all. Let the release travel down the upper arm, past the elbow, along the forearm, all that muscle that gripped and lifted and steadied through the night, simply unclenching fiber by fiber. Feel the elbows heavy, feel the wrists go loose. Let it run all the way out to the hands, and let the hands be the proof of it. The fingers half-curled, soft, not holding anything, not reaching for anything. Turn your attention to the very tips of your fingers and notice, maybe for the first time in hours, that there is nothing in them. No handle, no wheel, no tool, no weight. Just your own warm hands, resting, done. Let them be as heavy as they truly are. Let the whole arm, shoulder to fingertip, sink a full inch deeper into the bed with the next slow breath out. There is a kind of tiredness that lives in the hands after a long shift. You may feel it now, a faint low ache or a buzzing, the memory of everything they did held in the joints and the pads of the fingers. You do not have to make it go away. Just let it be witnessed, and let it soften at its own pace, the way heat leaves a stone after the sun goes down. Nothing you have to fix, nothing you have to do. The hands are allowed to simply stop being useful now. That is what rest is, the long, honest permission to be of no use to anyone, including yourself, for a good long while. Let your attention come now to your chest and to the slow machinery of the breath that has been quietly running underneath all of this without your help. You do not need to breathe on purpose anymore. Let the body do it. Just notice, from a little distance, the way the chest rises without being told to, and falls and rises, each fall a fraction slower than the one before. Feel the ribs loosen. Feel the small muscles between the ribs, the ones that worked all night just to keep you upright and moving, let go of their long grip. Let the whole front of the chest soften downward, as if a weight you had been holding just above your heart has finally been allowed to rest on the floor of you. And behind it, feel the heart itself. It does not need to race now. There is no shift, no emergency, no clock you are behind. It can slow. Let it. Let it find the quietest pace it knows, the one it only reaches when you are genuinely safe, and let it beat you gently downward, each beat a little further from the surface. Down into the belly now, that soft place we spend the whole working day holding in, holding firm, holding ready. Let it be soft. Let it rise with the breath and fall with the breath and be, for once, completely unguarded. So much of the leftover charge of a hard night sits right here, low in the middle of the body, a tightness, a held breath that never quite finished exhaling. Let it finish now. Let the belly go warm and loose and round. Feel the small of your back settle. Feel the whole trunk of you, chest and belly and spine, become one long, warm, unhurried column of weight, sinking evenly, slowly, with nothing anywhere in it that still needs to hold. And let me stay here with you a moment, low and slow, because there is something worth saying plainly to the part of you that is still, even now, half listening for the world. The charge you came home with, the alertness, the wired-open feeling, the sense that you could not possibly sleep even though every bone in you is heavy, that is not a flaw in you. That is a body that did its job. It flooded you with what you needed to get through the dark hours, to stay sharp when everything in you wanted to lie down, and a system like that does not switch off the moment you walk through the door. It comes down in its own time, like a tide going out, not all at once, not on command, but steadily, inch by inch, whether you watch it or not. You do not have to make yourself calm. You only have to lie still and let the tide do what tides do. It is already going out. It has been going out since you got home. Every breath you have taken lying here has pulled it a little further from the shore. Feel that, the going out of it. Imagine the whole restless charge of the shift as a high water that has been standing in you for hours, and now, with nowhere it needs to be, it begins to draw back, down from your face, down out of your shoulders and your arms, down out of your chest and your busy, listening mind, draining slowly toward the ground, toward the bed, out through the heavy backs of your legs and the soles of your feet, leaving the sand of you smooth and dark and wet and still. You are not fighting it up. You are letting it fall, and what is left behind, as it goes, is the real tiredness underneath, the good, deep, earned tiredness that was there all along, waiting for the noise on top of it to clear. Let your attention move down now into the hips, into the deep hinges where your legs meet the trunk of you, and let them release. These are big, patient joints, and they hold a great deal without ever complaining. Every step of your shift passed through them. Let them sink. Let them go wide and heavy and open into the bed. Feel the whole basin of your pelvis settle, tilt gently into stillness, and give its weight away. And down the long bones of the thighs from there, that heavy muscle that carried you room to room, hour after hour, walking a distance you never counted. Let it soften from the top down, slow and complete, until the thighs are simply resting, warm and dense and done, pressed into the mattress by nothing but their own honest weight. Past the knees, let the knees unlock, let them fall slightly open or slightly out, whatever way they want to lie when you stop arranging them, and down into the calves, and here you may feel it strongly, the deep ache of hours on your feet, pooled low in the legs. Let it be. Let the calves grow heavy and warm, let the long muscles there lengthen and let go, let the blood settle and slow. And all the way down to the feet, to the arches that held you up through every single hour, the heels, the soles, the 10 small toes, let them stop. Let them be heavy. Let them fall outward, loose at the ankle, and let the very last of the shift, the very last of the standing and the walking and the being ready, drain out through the soles of your feet and into the dark and be gone. And now, with no part of you left holding, let go of the parts entirely and just feel the whole of yourself at once. One body, one long, warm, heavy field lying here in the dark, from the crown of your head to the ends of your feet, all of it sunk into the bed, all of it still. Not a head and shoulders and arms and legs anymore, just weight. Just a warm, dark weight, breathing slowly, held completely by the surface underneath you. Feel how the bed rises to meet every part of you, how it takes all of it, how there is not 1 ounce of you that you still have to support. You could not lift yourself now if you tried, and you do not want to, and you do not have to. That is the whole gift of it. the long permission to be nothing but wait in the dark for the length of a night. And around that wait, feel the room, the good, deliberate dark of it. You made this dark on purpose. The drawn cloth at the window, the shut-out morning, the small pieces of the day sealed away at the edges so they cannot reach you, and it is doing exactly what you built it to do. It is telling the oldest part of your brain, the part that has no words and only knows light from dark, that the sun is down, that it is safe, that this is the hour to sleep. It does not matter that the part of you with words knows the truth. The old part believes the dark, and the old part is the one that runs your sleep, so let it be convinced. Let the blackness of the room be your evidence. It is night in here. In here, where you are, it is deep night, and the deep night is on your side. Listen for a moment to the quiet you have gathered around yourself, or to whatever is left of the morning leaking faintly in, and notice that it cannot touch you. A car somewhere, a voice, the small fast sounds of a world starting its work. Let them stay out there where they belong, on the other side of the dark, other people's day, no longer yours to answer. You have handed the day back. Your shift is over, and the next one is a long, long way off, further away right now than it will ever be, and there is nothing at all between here and there but this rest, this dark, these slow breaths, these long protected hours that belong to no one but you. Feel the temperature of the room against your skin, the cool of the air where it is uncovered, at your face, your hands, and the gathered warmth of you underneath, held in. The body loves this cool dark with a pocket of warmth around it, more than it loves almost anything. It is the exact weather of sleep. A cool room and a warm body and a deep dark all around. This is the nest the animal in you has wanted since the moment you walked in the door, and now it has it. There is nothing else it is asking for. Every condition it needs to let go, it has. All that is left is time, and you have that too, more of it than you think. Let the clock be somebody else's problem. In here there is no clock. There is only the slow filling and emptying of your chest, and the warm dark, and the long way down. Let yourself keep going down. Not falling, there is no drop, nothing to catch, no edge, just a slow, steady sinking, the way something heavy settles through still water, turning gently as it goes, in no hurry to reach the bottom because the going down itself is the rest. Down past the surface where you can still hear my voice clearly. Down past the layer where thoughts still form and drift by with their small urgencies. Down into the warmer, darker, slower water underneath, where the words start to come apart into just sound, just a low warmth moving through the room, something you no longer have to follow, something you can let wash over you and past you as you keep sinking, slow and easy and safe. And if a thought comes, and thoughts will still come, even here, even this far down, some fragment of the shift, something someone said, something you meant to do, let it come and let it go. Do not chase it, do not answer it. It is just the last of the charge, a little wave that hasn't reached the shore yet, and it will pass like all the others have passed. You do not have to empty your mind. That was never the task. Let the thoughts drift across the dark like slow clouds across a night sky, and let each one move on, and notice how the space behind them is wide and dark and still, and how you are not the clouds, you are the dark they move across, and the dark does not have to do anything at all. The dark just lets them pass. Let them pass. There is a slowness in you now that you did not have an hour ago. Feel it without reaching for it. Your breath has found its own long, low rhythm, and you are barely a part of it anymore. The pauses between the breaths are growing. That is right. That is the body doing the last of its own settling, letting the space open up between one breath and the next, and in those small quiet gaps there is nothing at all, no effort, no watching, just a warm dark rest that gets a little wider each time. You do not have to fill them. Let them be as long as they want to be. Let the breath come when it comes and go when it goes, and carry you a little further down each time it leaves. Everything heavy, everything warm, the room dark around you and the world shut out, and the long hours ahead of you unbroken, protected, yours. Nothing to hold, Nothing to watch for, nothing to do but lie here and let the weight of you press down into the bed, and the tide of the shift go on drawing quietly out, and the slow breath rock you gently down and further down still. Let the edges of you grow soft and uncertain now, the exact line where your body ends and the bed begins starting to blur, to lose its sharpness, until you can no longer quite tell where the weight of your legs stops and the mattress starts, where the back of you ends and the dark begins. That softening is real. That blurring is the body letting go of its last held shape, its last small effort of being separate and awake, and it means you are close now, close to the place where the holding finally ends and the sleep takes over on its own. You do not have to reach it. You do not have to do anything to get there. Just keep lying still in the warm dark and let the line keep blurring, let the edges keep softening, let yourself keep spreading out heavy and formless and calm into the bed and the room and the long protected quiet. And I will stay here with you a while, yet low and slow at the edge of the dark, so that you are not alone as you go down. There is no end to be reached. There is nowhere else to be. Just this, the weight and the warmth and the dark and the slow tide going out and the breath growing longer and softer and further apart. Somewhere out past the walls, the day is going on without you now, and that is exactly as it should be. There are cars on the roads and voices in the kitchens and the small machinery of the morning turning over the way it always does, and none of it is yours to carry anymore. Let it belong to the people who are waking into it. You have been awake through the part they slept through. You held the quiet hours when the rest of them were only dreaming, and now the trade is fair. You set the day down into their hands, and they let you have the dark. Somewhere a kettle, somewhere a door. Somewhere the soft, far hum of a world starting its errands, and all of it is a lullaby for you now, because it is happening over there, on the other side of the glass, on the other side of sleep, and every ordinary sound of it is one more thing you do not have to answer. Let the morning be theirs. Let the going down be yours. And those sounds, the ones that used to snag at you, the ones a tired body reaches toward out of old habit, let them soften as they come, let them arrive already blunted, already far away, the way a noise sounds when you are underwater and someone speaks above the surface. You hear it, and it does not reach you. It moves along the top of the water while you keep sinking beneath it, deeper into the warm dark where the sound cannot follow, where every bright edge of the day gets muffled and rounded and turned to nothing more than a distant weather happening to somebody else. You are below all of it now. You are under the day, and the day cannot come down here. There is a warmth in the middle of you that has nothing to do with the room. Feel it low and banked, the way a fire keeps its heat long after the flames have gone down to embers, not burning anymore, only glowing, only holding, a slow, steady heat with no work left in it. That is what is left of the shift in you. Not the adrenaline, not the sharp lit alertness that carried you through the long hours, that has burned down now, spent, ashed over, gone quiet. What is left is only the warmth of a body that did its work and is being allowed, at last, to rest. Let that low warmth spread. Let it move outward from the center of you the way heat moves through a room, slow and even and asking nothing, filling the chest and the belly and sinking down through you until even your hands are warm with it, even the far ends of you, until there is no cold edge left anywhere, and the whole of you is one banked, glowing, settled heat, safe under the covers, safe under the dark, going slowly, slowly out. I want you to let the body grow dark now the way a landscape grows dark, not all at once. The way, if you were standing high above a valley at the end of a long day, you would see the light go out of it slowly, field by field, house by house, a lamp switched off here, a window going dim there, the small scattered lights of a whole countryside letting go one at a time until the valley lies quiet and unlit and folded into the night. Let your body be that valley. Let the lights go out in it slowly. There in the feet, the last little flicker of holding, switched off, gone dark. There in the long muscles of the legs, a window dimming and then dark. Up through the hips, the low back, each small held place a lamp that has been burning all night and can finally be put out. And it goes out, and the dark that follows is not empty. It is only restful, only settled. The good dark of a place where the day's work is done and everyone has gone to bed. The chest dimming, the shoulders dimming. The arms going dark along their whole length. And the last few lights, the ones that always burn latest, the jaw, the brow, the small tireless lights behind the eyes, flickering now, lowering now, going down and out, until the whole valley of you lies dark from end to end, and there is nothing left burning anywhere, nothing left awake, only the wide, quiet, unlit country of a body that has finally been allowed to sleep. You have done this before, you know, not this exact hour, not this exact dark, but the going down itself. The body knows the way. It knew the way when you were small and someone carried you in from the car half asleep and you never woke. It has known the way 10,000 nights since, in whatever order the world handed them to you, whatever hours it made you keep. Sleep is not a skill you are failing at. It is a country you already know how to enter, a door your body has opened more times than you could ever count, and it will open now, in its own time, the way it always has, without you needing to remember how. You could not stop it now if you tried, so do not try. Just keep lying still in the dark, and let the old knowing take over, the deep animal knowing that was there long before you had a shift to work or a clock to fight, the knowing that lives below all of that, patient, sure, and always willing to carry you down. Let me tell you where you are going, so that no part of you stays up to wonder. You are going down through the layers of yourself, the way a stone goes down through still water, slowly, turning, unhurried, each layer a little darker and a little warmer than the one above it. Near the top, where you started, the water was cool and lit and busy with the movement of the day. But you are below that now. You have passed through the lit layer and the restless layer and the layer where the thoughts still schooled like small fish, and you are sinking now through water that grows warmer as it deepens, and quieter and darker, and the deeper you go the less there is to reach you, until the surface is only a far pale shimmer somewhere far above, and you are not trying to get back to it, and you are not afraid of the depth, because the depth is warm, and the depth is soft, and the depth is exactly where a tired thing goes to rest. Keep sinking, there is no bottom you can hit. There is only deeper and warmer and darker and further from the day. And you can feel, can't you, how far the shift has drawn back from you now. When you first lay down, it was still all around you, still loud in the body, still running its bright, thin current under everything. But listen to how quiet it has gone. The last of it has pulled back to some far shoreline, and between you and it, there is a great smooth stretch of dark water widening, and you are drifting further out onto it with every long breath, further from the lit shore of the shift, further from the noise and the standing and the watching and the being needed, out into open water where there is nothing to be needed for, nothing to stand for, nothing to watch, only the slow rock of the dark beneath you, only the wide, warm night on every side. Only the drift, carrying you gently, gently, away from everything you had to be, and toward the one thing you get to be now, which is asleep. Nothing is moored to you anymore. Whatever you came home carrying, the small unfinished things, the words you didn't say or said wrong, the face of the hour that was hardest, the list of what tomorrow will want, feel how the ropes of all of it have gone slack now, one by one, the way the lines of a boat go slack when the tide comes up under it and lifts it free. It doesn't have to break away. It doesn't have to be cut. The water just rises quietly and takes the weight, and the tight lines that were holding everything so hard simply loosen and hang easy and let go of their pull. You are not tied to any of it right now. It is all still there on the dock, and it will still be there when you wake, and none of it can reach you across the water, and you do not have to hold a single line of it through the hours ahead. Let the ropes hang slack. Let the water hold the weight. Let yourself lift and turn and drift, unmoored and unhurried, out into the deep protected dark. There is snow coming down over all of it if you like. That is how I want you to picture the quiet now. Not cold. Warm snow, if there could be such a thing, in a place where cold cannot reach you, a soft, slow falling that settles over everything and hushes it. Falling over the day you left behind, softening its hard edges, filling in its sharp corners, laying a clean white silence over the roofs of it until the whole of it is muffled and rounded and still. Falling over the shift, over the roads you drove, over the rooms you worked in, laying them all to rest under a deepening quiet. And falling softest of all, over you, a slow settling weight, a gentle covering, layer on layer of soft dark quiet, tucking you in, pressing you down, holding you the way snow holds a field through the long middle of a winter night, until there is no sound left anywhere in the world but the sound of the falling itself, which is no sound at all, which is only the great soft hush of everything being covered over and allowed, at last, to sleep. Let the hush come down over your thoughts too. Whatever is still turning, faint and slow, at the far back of the mind, let the snow fall over that as well. Let it come down soft and cover the last thin trails of thinking until they are smoothed over, gone under, quieted. You do not need those thoughts tonight. You do not need any thought tonight. There is nothing you have to work out, nothing you have to decide, nothing you have to keep hold of until morning, because your morning is somebody else's afternoon and none of it is due. Let the snow keep falling. Let it cover the last of the noise. Let the mind go white and soft and silent under it, a field at the deep dark middle of the night, with the snow still coming down and nothing moving and nothing needing to move, and the quiet growing deeper by the minute. And your breath, do you notice it still, or has it very nearly slipped below noticing? It has grown so long now, so low, so far apart, that whole soft stretches of dark open up between the breaths, where there is simply nothing at all, no in, no out, only the warm, suspended quiet of a body so deep in rest that it has nearly forgotten to keep count. Let it forget. Let the breath take care of itself down here, the way it takes care of itself every night of your life while you are gone from it, sleeping. It does not need you to watch it. It never did. It will go on rising and falling all through the hours, whether you attend to it or not, slow and faithful and low, keeping you, holding you, asking nothing. You can let the last of your watching go. You can hand the breath back to the body that has always known how to breathe you through the dark, and you can lie there emptied of even that small task, with nothing at all left to do, nothing at all left to hold, drifting in the long, warm gaps between one breath and the next, where sleep is already waiting, already close, already reaching up to take you. And it is quiet here now, so quiet, the kind of quiet you almost never get to have, not the thin, brittle quiet of a house where you are trying to sleep while the day roars on outside, but a deep-filled quiet, a quiet with weight to it, a quiet that has come all the way down here to be with you and lie over you like a second blanket. The room is dark and the dark is complete and the dark is on your side. Every shut-out edge of light out there is one more wall between you and the waking world, one more layer of protection around the small warm country of your rest, and inside those walls there is only you and the dark and the deep good quiet and nothing that has to happen for a long, long while. The hours stretch out ahead of you unbroken. No one is coming. No one needs you. The whole long span of the day is yours to sink through, and you have only just begun to sink. So there is no hurry now. There has never been less of a hurry in your life than there is in this dark. Let the slowness be total. Let it be slower than you would ever allow yourself to be in the daylight, slower than thinking, slower than time. A slowness so complete that the minutes stop meaning anything, and there is only the long warm now, opening and opening, with no edge to it, no next thing, no after. You are not waiting for sleep. You are already inside the front rooms of it, already past the threshold, already wrapped in its warmth, and all that is left is to let yourself keep drifting further in, further down the long, dim hall of it, past each soft closing door, deeper into the house of sleep where it is dark, and it is warm, and it is quiet, and you are, at last, entirely safe. Let the weight settle one more measure. Let the warmth bank 1 degree lower and steadier. Let the dark draw 1 shade closer around you. And let the slow tide, far out now, so far out you can barely feel it move, go on drawing gently, gently down, carrying the last light of the day off over the edge of the world where it belongs to other people, leaving you here, in the deep of your own protected night, heavy and warm, and covered over and held. There is nothing more to reach for. There is nowhere further you need to go than exactly here, than exactly this, the long, low breath, and the wide, dark quiet, and the warm, settled weight of a body finally allowed to lie down and be done. Rest is not something you are chasing anymore. Rest is the water you are already floating in. And it is only getting deeper, and only getting warmer, and only getting darker and softer and further from the day as you drift and settle and sink a little further down with every long, slow breath that leaves you. And there is nothing to do about any of it. That is the whole gift of this hour, the thing the daylight world never lets you have, nothing to do, nothing to fix, nothing to carry. The breath is breathing itself now. You are not making it happen. It rises when it rises and falls when it falls, all on its own, the way it did before you ever learned a single worry, and all you are is the warm, dark room it moves through. Let it. Let the breath take over the last small work of keeping you going, so that even that can be set down. You have set down the shift. You have set down the drive home. You have set down the bright, hard morning and the noise of the world starting without you. And now, gently, you can set down the breathing too, and simply be breathed, the way the tide is pulled without ever choosing, out and back, slower each time. The body is so heavy now, heavier than when we began, though you have not moved. This is the good heaviness, the honest heaviness of a body that has finally been given permission to stop holding itself up. Feel how the bed takes all of it, every ounce, every long bone, every tired muscle that has been braced for hours without you even knowing. The bed is holding you completely. You do not have to keep even a thread of yourself lifted. Let the last thread go. There. Feel how much further down you settle when you stop holding on, a little deeper into the mattress, a little deeper into the warmth, a little deeper into the dark that is yours and only yours. And the light outside can do whatever it likes now. Let it climb. Let the morning go on getting brighter beyond the blackout without you. It is not your morning. Somewhere out there people are pouring coffee and starting engines and answering the first calls of their day, and none of it is yours to answer. None of it reaches in here. None of it is asking anything of you. You did your part in the dark hours. You held the night so that the day could be safe for them. And now they hold the day, and you are free to let it go by without you, sealed in your quiet, turned away from the sun, sinking gently backward out of the reach of the noon that is coming. It is your midnight in here, the deepest part of your night, and the whole bright day is only the far country on the other side of a wall that is keeping you safe. Notice how the thoughts have thinned, however many there were when you lay down, the replays of the shift, the small snags of things half finished, the tired circling notice that they have grown quieter, further apart, more like weather passing somewhere far off than anything happening to you. You do not have to chase them out. You do not have to finish a single one. Just let each one drift up and drift by and drift away, unfinished, unheld, the way clouds cross a dark sky and no one is asked to catch them. A thought comes, you let it go. Another comes, slower, you let that go too. And in the widening spaces between them, there is only the warm dark and the long breath and the deep quiet holding you. There is nowhere you have to be. Say that to yourself once slowly in the softest voice you have, and then let even those words dissolve. Nowhere to be, nothing to become, no next hour to get ready for, just this one wide and dark and slow, opening out around you with no edge and no end. The day sleeper's rest is real rest. It counts. It repairs you just the same, down here in the dark you have made, whatever the clock on the wall believes. Your body knows the difference between light and dark far better than it knows the difference between morning and night, and you have given it dark. And it is answering the way it was always built to answer, by loosening and cooling and slowing and letting go. Let the face be soft, however much it may still be holding the small set of the jaw, the faint gather between the brows that the shift left there. Let the warmth reach it now and smooth it away. The forehead wide and cool and clear, the eyes still and easy behind their lids, no longer looking at anything, turned inward toward the dark. The jaw loosening, the tongue soft, the whole face at rest like still water, and the throat soft. And the shoulders, which carried so much, dropped all the way down and spread out heavy against the bed. And the chest rising and falling slower, slower, with more space at the bottom of each breath, more stillness in the pause before the next one comes. Down through the arms, the last of the holding leaks away and is gone. The hands, which gripped and lifted and steadied all night, lie open now, empty palms giving up their weight to the bed. Nothing to grip, nothing to carry, nothing to steady but your own slow sinking, and even that is happening without you. The belly soft and warm and rising gently, the back long and heavy and fully given over, the hips wide and loose and set down at last. The legs long and warm, sinking, the knees easy, the ankles falling open, the feet grown heavy and far away. And now the whole of you, all at once, as one long warm weight in the dark. Not parts anymore, just one body, one field of quiet heaviness, breathing slow, held completely, sinking together, evenly, gently, further down with every breath that leaves. You are so far from the day now, so far down under the surface of it. The bright noisy world is up there somewhere, small and far, and you are down here in the deep warm dark where the sounds don't reach, and the light doesn't reach, and nothing is asked, and nothing is owed. The tide is far, far out now. You can hardly feel it move at all, just the faintest slow drawing somewhere at the very edge of you going out and out, carrying off the last thin thread of the day, the last small brightness, the last little holding out over the rim of the world and gone. And what it leaves behind is only warmth, and only weight, and only the deep good dark, closing softly over you like water closing over a stone that has finally reached the bottom and come to rest. Rest now, there is nothing left to do but rest. You have already arrived. There is no further down to reach for, no deeper to try to go. The trying is over, the reaching is over, and wherever the breath takes you from here, it takes you on its own, and you can let it. Let the breath grow long. Let it grow quiet. Let it grow so slow and so soft that you lose the count of it, and the space between one breath and the next opens wide and warm and dark, and you drift out across it, unhurried, unheld, unafraid. So heavy now, so warm, so far down and so safe. The room is dark and the dark is complete, and the dark is on your side, and it will keep its watch over you all through the bright hours while you sleep, and you do not have to do a single thing but stay here and stay down and stay warm and let go. Let go a little more. There is always a little more to let go, and it always feels good, and it always takes you deeper. The last of the shift, the last of the light, the last of the long night's holding. Let it slide off you into the dark and be gone, and feel how much softer you are without it, how much heavier, how much closer to the sleep that is already here, already around you, already breathing you down. Nothing to hold, nowhere to be, no morning of yours out there, only this, only the warm, only the dark, only the long, slow breath going out and out and out. You are safe, you are warm, you are heavy and held and hidden away in the good dark, and no one is coming, and nothing is wrong, and the whole long day is yours to sleep straight through. Let it hold you, let it keep you, let it carry you the rest of the way. Down and down, softer now, slower now, the breath so quiet you barely feel it lave, the dark so deep and so warm around you, nothing to reach for, nothing to keep, just the sinking, just the warmth, just the long, slow drift. Heavy and warm and safe and far, far down. So quiet now, so still, so slow. Let it take you. Rest and rest and rest. There, yes, all the way down, and stay. Warms, dark, held. Sleep now, sleep. Down and gone, and quiet.